Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Badass Benny, and if you're an ACE, AMAC, or sex human trafficking survivor, you're in the right place. And it won't cost you a penny to like and subscribe and to share worldwide. And please write a comment down below. Today, I'm going to share a story about blind rage. And I was in my early 30s and came into the Indian community here in my hometown. I was a school bus driver, type 2 special needs school bus driver. I dealt with wheelchairs, children in wheelchairs, ambulatory children with special needs. And I drove commercially from 18 years old until I was 30, till I broke my neck. I have a prosthesis neck, a double prosthesis. But I want to talk about the blind rage, and back in my 30s, early 30s in recovery, and didn't know that I had blind rage. And there was this woman named Rocky who caught me on it. And when I drove school bus, I hurt my lower back loading an electric wheelchair and a teenager, and ruptured a disc in L5S1, and so that's an industrial accident. So I will talk about stories about industrial accidents on here. And I knew there was an Indian community out by the fairgrounds, and I learned that spiritually our physical and our spiritual selves are connected. So I was physically hurt with my bone, and it was pinching nerves down there, and I get sciatic in both legs now. But back then I'd never been hurt before. I was playing soccer. I was very active athletically, and it really shocked me that I wasn't able to continue playing and wasn't able to continue doing my work as a school bus driver. So I went to Fort Wayne to this Indian charter school, and met a woman, and all these native women would be scared of me. They would get all big-eyed and scared of me, and I didn't know. I had no idea. And they would have these, I'm two-spirit. I'm part native Ojibwe, and I'm considered a two-spirit person. We'll talk about that later. But when I got there, they were teaching families, men and women, and mostly to come in, and they would have like mammograms, it would be like a breast, and then it would have like this gooey stuff in it, and it had plastic over it, looked like a boob, and then it had like these hard, they were like a rock or something was in it. Not sure what, a pebble maybe, but we were supposed to learn to test your breast to check for cancers and stuff, and lumps in the breast. Or one day about makeup, or about food, or go learn about native ways and culture to educate the family. What was the men's role and the women's traditional roles and so forth. And so I would go to these workshops, and one day all the women were outside, and they were looking up in the windows, and they were watching Rocky and me. And Rocky was like 5'2". I'm 5'6". And I remember just yelling down at her, like, she's like, "You're a very angry person." And I said, "You don't know me." Like all this energy just went right on her. "You don't know me." And, and she didn't run away. She wasn't scared of me. She stood her ground. And all these women, all these people were outside looking over, we're inside this mobile trailer, and I scared everybody. Didn't even know it. didn't know I had blind rage. And that's what sexual assault did to me. Like, back then in the 30, I was 30, like, I didn't, if someone brought up about sexual assault, rape, or molest, or any of those kind of things, I would, like, run away or walk away, or I was in the room when sexual assault got brought up, and I wanted to jump over all the tables and chairs and the people, but I wasn't. I was stuck, and I had to listen. And these women did it. These Indian women did it. They were trying to connect with me. They were trying to help me, and I had no idea. And to give you another example, when I was married, and there was this, or I was dating, and there was this person, this woman was flirting with my date, and we were drinking. At the time, I was drinking, and it was a Coors beer. Ooh, we would call that piss beer. And the woman was flirting with the person I was with, and instead of saying, excuse me, or hey, my hands went through the beer can. All my fingers went. Even my ex would tell me, no one else, he tried it, other people tried it, they can't do it. And so that's how I was disassociated. It's disassociation from my feelings and what's going on. And so if that is you, you're going to be okay. But it does take a very strong person and someone who knows about sexual assault to stand in front of you and say, hey, you're a very rageful, angry person, or, trying to connect with me, that, we see you and we're trying to help. And so I'm grateful for that person. They helped save my life, is what I'm saying. So I hope I'm going to share some more stories. And when I share my stories, it is a gift to the world, because to do the inner work and to even talk about it like this on video to the world is, I give myself kudos for coming so far and still alive. People like me are not alive. They got something in their arm, god awful things you can think about, how people take or live destructive lives. I didn't want to become a statistic. I really worked hard since 12 till I was 48. And so this is my gift to everybody, and I hope this video helps in some degree. So what I'm going to do to take care of myself is take a shower, brush my teeth. I think I need to eat a little bit more. So, checking in with myself, how my body's feeling. I am in pain right now. All I did was I was at my daughter's, and she made dinner, and I'm not able to bend at the waist, and she doesn't have a kitchen table, so I was eating off this chair, and that just wasn't good. And so here I am. So I see the chiropractor. That's part of taking care of myself. And so I deal with chronic pain. And that's my stories. I'm going to have a lot of stories. We're going to talk about a lot of different things on my channel. And I hope my experiences help. And I hope people want to do better, because I choose peace today and love. All right, so what are you going to do to take care of yourself? God bless.